Okay. Uh, I actually asked you all a question as to what was the last thing that we discussed previously in last class. Can someone tell us? Yes. What was the thing that we discussed in last class? I need responses. Come on.
Came up.
Yes, K-map. And what else? Can you give me some more details?
So we had solved an equation like f is equal to x bar y z plus x y bar z bar. That question using K maps.
Exactly, right? So we were looking onto these things. Fine. So today we will try to enhance our learning. Okay, and we will see as to what best we can learn and try and understand. Okay, with your more number of bits. Okay, so for your syllabus point of view, we have 3 bits and 4 bits. Okay, and even 5 bits. Okay, so we will try and understand as to how we can get things simplified. Okay, are you all able to see the screen? Okay, fine, thank you for that confirmation. Okay, so we had started off with this, and we had looked into one of the problems here, isn't it? And we solved x bar y plus x y bar, and we also saw this second problem. Now, is there any doubt in the second problem? Simplify the Boolean function. The second one, this one, do we have any doubts? Students, you should respond quickly. Okay.
How do we get x, z, and y, z? That's what I'm still confused.
X, Z, and YZ. Okay, fine. So let us go ahead and actually look. Uh, okay, now um, for at the moment, okay, you can forget this. This one you forget, right? And what we will do is we will concentrate on only this map. Fine. Now here, if you can see, now I have x bar, y, z. So x bar means what? 0, okay, 1, 1. So you will have to look for this combination here. So where is my 0, 1, 1? 1, 1 is here, right? And I get 0 from here, right? So both of this combinedly, I get 1 here. Is that clear? Is that clear? Please respond. Please respond so that it becomes easy for us to yeah, okay. Now similarly, I try to fill all the cells. Okay, this cell, this cell, and this cell I try to fill. Okay, and while doing the grouping, what I do is I try to see for the ones which are close to each other. So I have one group here. Okay, so I can group them together. And as I told you, okay, if I fold this along this side, okay, if I fold this, so this one and this one will overlap with each other, so which means I can group even this. Okay, so these two ones are together. So once I group them together, now you see. Okay, now let us consider this group. Okay, let us consider this group. Now since I have 0 and 1 here, okay, that will cancel out. So what is here? YZ. So that YZ is actually coming here. Okay. Have you got it? So this YZ is actually coming here. Is it clear? Now let us see the other one. Okay. We will see. Yeah. So we will see this now. Now we have to look at this particular row. Now in this row, what is happening? I have one here, okay, and then I have one here. Now let us take this, okay. So I have 0, 0 here. I have 1, 0 here, okay. Now if I take this 0, 0 and 1, 0, okay, so what is going to happen? Now remember, this is my y and this is my z, okay. So 0, 1 will get cancelled. So I have only 0, which is the same thing left out, okay. So this is nothing but my z bar. So this z bar is actually coming here, and here what do I have? I have x, which is high. So this x high comes here. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now we will continue, okay, and we will try and understand as to how we can go ahead with expanding things. Okay, now take this as an example. Okay, the third one. The third one is an example. Now we can even group four ones. Okay, this is how we can group four ones. Now I have an expression here. Okay, and and I'll be putting those values here. And since these ones are here, okay, since these ones are here, I can group them together. I have two ones here, I will group them again here. Okay, now before we actually seeing that, okay, one thing that you can observe here is that you have a bar c. Okay, a bar means 0 and c should be high. Okay, so b can be either 0 or it can be 1. Okay, here in this case, then here I have c, so c can be either 0 or 1. Okay, because we don't have anything here. And similarly, a b bar c, and a can be 0, 1 and BC. Okay. So this combinations we will be taking it here 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. If not, for simplicity, what you can also do is you can multiply with B and B bar. Okay. Just like how we did previously. Remember, we had few explanations done as to how we get converted them to standard SOP format. Okay, so in some problems, I will give it in such a way that you will not be able to directly go ahead. So you will have to actually convert them to a standard form. Okay, so we will just see that. So see here. Okay, so what has happened here? I just have a plus b bar c. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to convert it to a standard form. Okay, so a b plus b bar c plus c bar. So consequently, I will multiply them and I will actually bring them in ABC format. See, this one is not in ABC format. Here I have only A, I don't have BC. Here I have only BC, I don't have A. So I am trying to multiply them with these and bringing them in ABC formats, right? So similarly, the same thing is done there. I want to leave that as a homework for you guys, okay, so that you can actually work it out, okay, work it out, and probably in the next class, okay, if any doubts we can discuss. Fine. So I have not given a standard form here. Instead, I have given a non-standard form. and you will have to convert it. Okay, so this form you will have to convert it into a standard form. Now how many variables do we have? Can someone tell me? Do we have two variables or three variables here in this problem? Three, good. And they are A, B, and C, right? So we will be bringing this non-standard format into a standard format using the previous example that I showed you. And once it is in standard format, just like how I have X, Y, and Z's here, similarly, I will bring this in ABC format, fill the terms, okay, make those values here, okay, and I group them. And once I group them, I get the final equation. Now, let us see as to how we have got C plus A bar B. Many of you might have this doubt as to how exactly we are getting this. Okay, fine. Now we have one group here. Okay, we have one group here. So which means I will have to look at 0 and 1 because it is here. Okay, and also I will have to look at 0, 1 and 1, 1. Right? Is it clear till this concept? Whatever I told now, is it clear till now? So 0 and 1, okay, here gets cancelled. So which means I do not have A. Okay. And here now I have 0, 1 and 1, 1. So 0 and 1 gets cancelled. So what is remaining? Only 1. And this 1 is what? C. So I'm getting C here. Simple. Now let's see the other group. Okay. Similarly, the other group. How is the other group? I have 1, 1. Okay. So this is one of my group. So which means I will have to look at 1, 1. I will have to look at 1, 0. And I will have to look at A bar. Okay. So since there is no 1 here, okay, since there is no 1, what is going to happen? It is actually going to remain. So which means this 0 is going to remain. So this 0 which remains becomes my A bar. Okay, and here I have 1, 1 and 1, 0, right? So what is going to happen to those? Out of those, 1 is going to get cancelled, right? So this 1, 0 gets cancelled and only 1 is remaining. What is that 1? Your B. So this is your A bar B. So my final equation, I bring them to here together and this becomes my final equation. F is equal to C plus A bar B. Okay, fine. So let's move on. Okay, instead of giving in the format like how we have here in problem 3, okay, I might even give in this format, okay, 0 2 4 5 6, and I will tell you the function consists of x, y, and z. So what you have to do, you will have to look for which is 0. Okay, so in that case what is going to help you? Yesterday I told you giving weightage for your values, right, for the cells. So how do we give weightage for the cells? Okay, let us see here. Yesterday I have drawn, okay, but still for the benefit of those of you who have not paid attention, this is going to help you. Okay, and for those of you who have paid attention, this is going to be a revision. 0 1 2 3, okay, 4 5 6 7. So this is how I'm going to value my cells. Okay, how is that I'm getting these values? You might have a question, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my okay, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my x, y, and z here. Okay, so once this is here, I have 0 1, okay, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, so three zeros, 0 0 0 gives me 0 here. Okay, so let me just highlight that so that it becomes easy for you. So consider these three zeros, so it gives me what? 0. So similarly, if I consider 0, 0, 1, it is going to give me 1. Okay. So similarly, 0, 1, 1, okay, is going to give me 3. So this is how I value my cells. Once the cells are valued, okay, we will get back to 0. So 0 cell means, so I'm putting 1 here. Next, the second cell is where? Here. So this will be high. Next, fourth cell, which is our fourth cell here. And then fifth cell, okay, here. And then our sixth cell. So all these are made high. Accordingly, what I can do, I will group them. Now, one thing keep in mind, okay, I can even group them like this. I will show you there is another way of grouping, okay. This is one group, this is one group, and this is one group. Do you all agree with me? Yes, please respond. I want my class to be energetic. Do you all agree with the grouping that I have done? Okay, Sachin, thank you. Now, this is one way of grouping, but always keep in mind in K-map, we have to group as much as possible the higher number of ones. So what do you understand by, having higher number of ones? It is just meaning that, okay, we will look for more number of ones. So if there is a more number of one, then I can actually get a very simplified equation. Okay, so that is what I have done here. Okay, so let me cancel that out so that it becomes easy for you to understand now. Okay, now let me show you. Okay, there you go. So one way is, I'm taking this 1 1. So instead of taking or grouping this one, okay, this one, these two separately, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it one shot. So which means this is going to be 1 1 and this is going to be 1 1. So which means I'm grouping how many ones? 4 ones together. So in that case, I'll have to look at 0 1, which actually gets cancelled. Then I'll have to look at 0 0 and 1 0. Okay, so in this, what is going to happen in my 0 1? Okay, this is going to get cancelled. 0 0 is going to stay, which means that is low z. Low z is nothing but my z bar. Fine. Similarly, I get my x y bar from this group of ones. From this group of ones, I get my x y bar. So that makes my final equation. Is that clear, students? Are you clear with this fourth problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move on and yeah, so that is what I have actually mentioned here. One square term represents one min term, giving three literals to adjacent squares. So I can take four adjacent squares and fine. So let's move on now to the four variable K-map. Okay, now when I say four variable K-map, now this is very important. This is very important. Okay, we had restricted ourselves only from 0 to 7. So only first row, second row. Now our number of rows are increasing. Okay, now take note. Okay, one important factor happening here. Okay, so what is that factor? Okay, so 0 1 2 3, okay, 4 5 6 and then 7. Now here you are not starting with 8, remember, 8 you are not starting, but 8 is coming in the next row. Take note. Okay, so 8 9 10 11, then you go back to 12 13 14 and 15. Okay, so this is how I'm going to value my cells. So once I have my cells valued, okay, it is just like as good as M naught, since it's a 4 bit. Okay, so 2 raised to 4 is how much? 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. So which means I should have how many? 16 cells. Do I have 16 cells here? Yes, because 0 to 15. 0 to 15 means what? I have 16 cells or 16 squares. So my K map should consist of 16 squares, so which I have them from 0 to 15. How are we actually looking into the parameters A, B, C, D, A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, because all are 0, right? I will take 0, 0 here and then 0, 0 here, right? Then, the other terms will just continue. Fine. So this is how we actually go ahead with a K-map. Can you all take this as an example? Okay. The first one, and I want you to solve it. Okay, I will give you 2 to 3 minutes. Take this W, X, Y, Z. Okay, and I have 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. Right? So what are we going to do? I'm telling you, I'm giving you the oral answer. Okay, so we are going to actually put ones to all these squares. How will you know these squares? You'll have to number them here like this. And whichever square is high, okay, whichever number is there, that particular square, you are making it high and you're going to group it and give me the final equation. Okay, guys, so I'll give you a quick 5 minutes and someone needs to come up with an answer. Okay, start. Randomly, I'm going to ask anyone to show up your workout. Okay, so please start working out. I'm going to ask randomly anyone.
How would we number the left side, sir?
Which
0 1
one?
0 1 0 1.
Huh?
Left
Sorry.
side one. Single bit one, sir.
2 bits.
0
2 bits.
1.
2 bits. See, because this is AB, right? AB is 2 bits. How many you will have? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. Same thing.
Okay.
Hmm. So ultimately, as I showed you previously, it should actually map to 0, 1. Make sure that you're getting the value 0. So which means here it should be 0, 0, AB, and CD also should be what? 0, 0. Similarly, here when it's 0, 0, I put 0, 1 here, right? See this here, this will make you understand. 0, 0 is here, and since C bar is low, so it is what? 0, 1. Right, the answer is here, how we are going to put 0 and 1. It's a 2-bit combination. It's clear, right? See, 0, 0 I'll be taking here. So since I have a bar here, both has a bar. So I have to satisfy that, right? So it should be 0, 0. And then this 0, 0 is already here. Okay, the 0, 0 is already here. I have C bar D, right? C bar D. So this C bar D means what? 0, 1. Similarly, CD means what? 1, 1. Then what? 1, 0. Isn't it, students? You're following? You're following, right, students? Any doubts? Please ask, because K-map is a very important problem. and you can expect a lot of questions on these. Okay, so it can fetch you 5 to 10 marks. I can ask question on 3 variable or 4 variable or 5 variable. Now imagine as the complexity increases, now with 4 variable we have about 16 squares, right? So 2 raised to 5, okay, 16 into 2, 32, you'll have 32, which means 0 to 31 squares, okay? So keep working on this, okay? I will get back to you in about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so do we have any answers? Has someone come up with an answer? Students, please respond. Okay, so I can see an equation. Let me just verify if it's correct or not. Y bar plus xz bar plus w bar z bar. Okay, yes, there you go. That's right. Y bar plus z w bar, z bar w bar plus x z bar. Okay, fine. I'm happy that some of you have tried out and you have got. Now, how have we done this? How have we done this? Okay, so let me just mark it out for you so that it becomes easy for you to follow. Okay. Now, as usual, I will bring all the values here. Okay, whatever values are here, I will just fill them into my K map. So once I have into my K map, this is how it's going to look. So since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I have 8 ones, which is really good. Okay. So what I will do is I will group them. Okay. So similarly, how we group them, 0, 0 stays. Okay. 0, 0 stays, 0, 1 goes off. Okay. So y bar is remaining. Y bar is remaining. Now see the magic here. I will tell you. If everything is selected, okay, if everything is selected, it all gets cancelled. It all gets cancelled. So that is why we just have y bar remaining. Okay. So similarly, I will have another group here. Okay, for 1, 1, right? So I will make one group here. Okay, and then another group here. So which means these 4 ones will become one group. And I do not want to leave these 2 ones. Okay, these 2 ones I do not want to leave. Okay, so what I will do, I will group them also. Okay, so this will be one group. Okay, now the one here is not grouped with anything, right? The one here is not grouped with anything, but instead what we have done is we have already covered this one. Okay, yeah, so this one is already covered in the full big one that we took. Okay, we have already covered it. So if you have covered a one, okay, if it's just a single one, okay, you don't have to take it again and again. Okay, so in this case, okay, what I'm doing here is I'm having 2 ones, and here also I'm having 2 ones, so I just group them. Okay, so this is how we get our y bar, and then one I get from here. Okay, the other one I get from here. Is that clear, students? Any doubt? Any doubt? Please ask me.
Can you explain again, sir? Like it's too many annotations on the page.
Okay. Now this first one, I think you are clear. First one is clear. We
Yes,
get
sir.
y bar. Yeah, y bar we get, right? So this should be clear for you. Okay. Now the second one, what we will do is, okay, we will take this one as one group. Okay, so if I take this one as one group, just look at the board. You will have 0, 0 and 1, 0. Okay, so what is going to cancel out? My y is going to get cancelled out, and I'm going to get only 0 remaining. 0 is nothing but my z bar. So this z bar I have received. Right, z bar I have received. Now here also I have to see as to what is going to remain. So 0, 1 goes off, and W, low W, which is W bar, right? So for this group, I have taken it here. Similarly, the next group also, okay, what is going to happen? Z bar is going to remain, okay, but the combination here is going to be, let me take another color. Yeah, the combination here is going to be 0, 1 is going to go off, but only 1, 1, high X. So that high X is coming here. Clear? Is it clear now? It's only 3 groups. The one with all the ones here, and then 1, 1 here, 1, 1 here, here one group, here one group. Is that clear, students?
sir.
Yes? Yes, Bhargav? Three, normally Cyan, we go with 2, 4, 8, 16, we go in that form. We do not group 3 ones or 5 ones. No, we don't do that. Okay? It's multiple of 2. Okay? So we will move on now to the next problem. Okay? And we will see as to how it is done. So I have an equation here. Okay? Similarly, I will just fill them up. Okay, I have students, see, keep in mind, I have tried to take problems in such a way that you will get all the combinations. You will get combinations where I will be grouping using the corners. Okay, I will be grouping using 8 ones. Okay, so all sorts of permutations and combinations I have taken. So if you are thorough with this kind of problems, okay, in your exam it is going to be less simpler than this. Okay, it's not at all going to be complex than this because I've taken the worst case, right? Okay, so I fill up this K map, and now the thing that I want you all to concentrate here is the number of the grouping, the way that we have done our grouping. Okay, so at here we have corners. Okay, so at the corners I take, because if I fold vertically and horizontally, okay, and all these ones will actually merge, right? So I will get, what you can do is you can fold a paper, okay? So that will make you understand as to how these 4 ones are merging. So at the corners also you can group. There is a provision for you to do that. Similarly, here also you have 1, 1 and 1, 1. So this is going to be another group, second group, okay? And your third group is going to be 1, 1. Because there is only a single one left out. This one is already covered in this corner. What I'm going to do, I'm not just going to take the single one. Instead, I'm going to group it with another one so that I get a reduced equation. So this is going to give me A bar, C, D bar. Okay. And this corner ones, okay, this corner ones are going to give me B bar, D bar. And these two here, okay, one here and one here is going to give me B bar, C bar. Any doubts, students? Please ask if you have any doubts here. I think by now you all should be clear as to how the grouping is
Sir,
done.
I had a doubt, sir.
Yes, yes, please go on,
Sir,
Sayan.
how did you get the corner one, sir, on the top left corner?
Top left.
Yeah, like 0000. Sir, the first one on the top left.
First one, no?
Yes, sir. Sir, how did you get it, sir?
Now, Sayan, you should understand that this is not in standard format. Yes or no? Is it in standard format?
No, sir.
No. So we have to convert it into standard format. How do we do it? D plus D bar. So I multiply it. So when I multiply, I get one D bar, right? So when I get a D bar, it is A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. So that is this one.
Okay, sir.
Low A, low B, low C, low D. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So attention to detail here, students, is very much needed. Logic design, I'll tell you. This subject can also be called as logic design. Attention to detail is very much needed. Okay, first you should see the question. Okay, it might look very simple, but if you have not paid attention, then it will cause you confusion. You either get 1 or you either get 0. That's how the subject is. So here you have in ABC format, but actually what it is ABCD format, right? It is not in standard form. So you have to bring it to standard form and then start filling up the squares, group the squares, and get the final equation. Is that clear, students? Sign, have I cleared your doubt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in that case, what we are going to do is we are going to have a homework, okay? And we will see this in probably tomorrow's class, okay? And I want you all to take down this homework. So let us see who's going to answer it tomorrow. So my problem is k is equal to, okay? It's a function of W, X, Y, Z. So what clue you get from here? What clue you get from here? That it is actually a 4-bit, isn't it? Is equal to summation 0, 1, 4, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15. Okay. So you will be having how many? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So you'll be having 8 ones inside your K map. Okay. So this is going to be the question. Were you all able to take that question? Students, were you all able to take that question? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So I think we will stop here, students. Okay, and we will continue in the next upcoming class. Okay, I think next hour I have. So we'll have a short 10 minutes break. Meanwhile, I will post the attendance in the Google Classroom, and once it is done, okay, we will again start another class where we will look into these 5 variable K maps. Okay, and if possible, we will solve a problem and we will see how it can be done. Complexity is going to increase, but nevertheless, it's fine. Okay, so we will see how we can actually go ahead and solve more complex problems. Okay, fine then. Thank you all.